Hello again. Welcome to anybody who hasn't been here before, and welcome back to anybody who has. Thank you for your support. What I'm doing now to make videos a little bit shorter is to do these are the questions. So these are the questions that are asked around a central card. We've got 3 thought patterns of then, now, and what's coming. And again in the physical, then, now, and what's coming around the central focus here, which is from the Celtic Shaman's book, which is a mighty fine book full of bits and pieces. And we have the Bride of the Waters, should you want to sing along at home. So I'll just read, so instead of shuffling the questions out, I'm going to shuffle the answers out. So what it says here is: a woman-shaped statue holds a glowing cup in her hands. Her hair is also water and flows down into a river in which she stands. She's part of the Empowerers set, and a key word is emotion. As guardian of the waterways of the world, the Bride of the Waters represents not only a guide through all of the world where waters flow, but also to the deep springs of knowledge and emotion from which comes so much of the inspiration and wisdom tapped into by the shaman. She opens the treasure of our creative energies, helping us to access the fountains of creativity that irrigate our lives. There is a sense of great good fortune and spiritual wealth about this card. Lore, L-O-R-E. In Celtic tradition, there are many figures that represent the inner guardians of the ancient rivers of the land. In France, there is Sequana, who is the tutelary spirit of the Seine. In Britain, Sabrina represents the Severn, the River Severn. All of these figures embody the power of the water itself, the great energy that is contained within all rivers and all of the land through which they pass. In Irish tradition, we find the story of Boand, the spirit of the Boyne River, who is the consort of the water god Nechtan. One day she visits the source of the river Boyne, the Sid Nechtan, which she has been forbidden from doing. The waters of the river at once rise up and overwhelm her, from which time she is recognised as the embodiment of the river itself. Her name can be interpreted as meaning cow wealth. Oh, she's not that bad, is she? Which establishes her as a goddess of some importance, since most Celtic tribes judged their wealth by the number of cattle they possessed. Now this is the journey. Travel to a place where water wells out of the earth, or where a river runs through, or a swift flowing stream makes its way towards the sea. Kneeling on the bank, look into the water and see there the face of Boney, looking back. She reaches out her hand and you grasp it. She pulls you into the watery element where you are able to breathe and move with ease. Ask for her guidance or go with her in the knowledge that she will take you where you need to be. There you go. So based on that, so it's all very much about emotions, which actually ties up with a lot of the cards that have come here, because just a little bird's eye view here, there's obviously some discord going on here. And I mean, to have the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords together like this in the past, obviously something heavy happened. And then you went into the 6 of Cups to look back before you went on to make this decision. The Lovers is about making a choice. So it's very much linked about, settle the past and make peace with the past before you go on to make the decision about the future. Now, I always think of the Hangman as sort of half a card, it's very much a card in its own right, don't get me wrong, but it's why are you doing this reflection? Why are you doing this introspection here? What's it for? So I always pull another card on top of that, and it's for the 9 of Cups. So yes, you want to be as close to your 10 of cups as possible, which is why you've come through the physical 6 of cups to get to the psychological 9 of cups. Now, in this past here, there must have been all kinds of friction going on, because what you were doing by the 6 of cups here was to find the truth. And the last little match we've got here is, this is the card for Leo, and this is a card for first decan Leo. So there's a link right across here between past thinking and future. So past thinking through this cleansing will bring you to future actions. So you got trials and tribulations here, but you've also got trials and tribulations here. But I should imagine they're going to be of a different kind, because we're always going to get, you know, oomph in our way. But whatever the past oomph was there, it's going to be different, because you've been through this. It's almost like a cleansing process by these waters. So there's a beautiful synchronicity between these cards. So let's have a little look. Oh, this is the Jungian tarot deck. This is the Art Nouveau deck. That is the Celtic. Oh, where's the box? The Celtic Shaman's pack, and this is the Oswald Wirth tarot deck. So, oh, that fell out. Well, that's the 4 of Wands. So it's got tones of the Emperor in here, because that's the symbol of the Emperor. And I was going to say, what links that to that? Well, if you've gone 1, 2, 3, 4 wands, and you get to the 5th one, and it brings that, then it's almost like, I want to go back. I want to go back to where the safety and security was. I want to go back to a bit of Aries. Take me, get me out of Leo, just figuratively speaking. Which actually ties up with this, the 6 of Cups, based on, crikey, I didn't realise the path that I chose. It's almost like going back to see where this went wrong from your 4 of Wands. So that makes perfect sense, that the link to get through that would be the 4 of Wands. So let's see what this search for the truth has brought through this card. We'll have a link, because that was the first card that I pulled. Let's see how we link it differently. There we go. Well, that's the 8 of Wands, the fastest moving energy in the whole deck. And I would argue that this is then you've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the Chariot, and you've got the Knight of Wands. So you've got the 1st and the 4th fastest moving energies here, and they're both Wands. I mean, you've got Wands, 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 Wands going on here. So this part of the process, the past, might have taken an awfully long time. But once you found, I mean, if you're bouncing back between looking backwards, finding the truth, and then moving on with this decision, there's a bit of a ping pong going on here, isn't there? I just covered up Eve there because she's got her bits out, and I'm sick of being flagged up by YouTube that I'm being pornographic with tarot readings. Right, so let's just put that there. So I think this process, once you actually stopped and analysed it and found out how to, figuratively speaking, find the 4 of Wands from the 5 of Wands, you leapt up to the 8 of Wands. It was all quite quick, but you needed to ask the right question. You needed to frame the question properly. So now you can make a choice or make a decision, and that there is to do with the contemplation here. In order to find your happiness, so you've got a contemplation card and the 6 of Cups. You've got a contemplation card and the 9 of Cups. So it looks like we are always a work in progress, aren't we? But this is just a sort of snapshot of how things sort of have been, are now, and look like. This is obviously just the next step. So let's see if we can, what's going to link these two positions. Ah, le battleur. Magician. Absolutely. Because you've got everything you need. And that's what this introspection is all about. To realise that you don't need to look within. All the answers you have right in front of you. That's a lovely Bateleur card, Magician. You just got to learn how to use them. You've got everything you need. Apart from, oh, feed me now. I mean, green mother from outer space, not bad. You have everything within you. Even by realising that you needed to stop this. I mean, those are two hefty cards. And then you get all this peace and progress afterwards. Because the card that was on the bottom of the deck after the Knight of Wands there was the Ace of Pentacles. And the card that came at the bottom of down here was the Six of Swords. So it's going to bring you peace of mind. And maybe there is some sort of a new financial start or abundance. This whole process is going to bring you maybe a new way of looking at life. Or, you know, it might be sort of, you know, a bit of moolah to put in your pocket, who knows. But there's been a beautiful process here because things were obviously going, you know, A over T here. Or, you know, apex over vortex. Is it vortex? Vortex. Apex. I must get that right in my head. You know. Squidgets over Ujits, let's put it that way. But this looks like a lovely process that somebody is going through. I have to say I've been doing this myself, but this is not all about me. But from all this conflict, through introspection, you're going to find so much peace and harmony, because it's almost a way of trusting yourself. As long as you get the truth, you can trust yourself in order to move on. Because maybe here you were relying on other people or asking the wrong people, taking the wrong advice. And don't forget, advice is purely that. It's somebody else's opinion. Whether you choose to act on it is one thing or another. But unsolicited advice, which is almost pressured on you, can be a wicked thing. So do be careful of that. But there's like a massive cleansing. Well, here we go. Cleansing by water. And then here with the Magician, cleansing by anything else. But you can do it all very, very quickly. The Eight of Wands, beautiful card. And what does it bring you? It brings you the Six of Swords, which is calmer waters having left choppy. I mean, look, having left very choppy waters. So if this resonates with you, I wish you all the best and thank you for coming along, and I hope to see you again soon. Take care.